Traveler, Paimon, I'd like your assistance.
That's fine with Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
I have a few. There are some places I'd like.
Sure. Where would you like to...
I want to go back to. I believe there may. Are you worried that shit? My worry is that.
Wow, Hazel.
The more cases you see. This should be approximately where you first encountered. Of course, we cannot conclude whether the woman is actually a ghost or not at this, but I'd like to go over everything that happened again.
Let Paimon think. She warned us not to go... Paimon doesn't want to remember.
And then what happened?
Then, after Paimon saw some sort of black mist surround... Exactly!
It's possible, even if she is a ghost.
Wasn't she after our...
I think she was just trying to scare you.
Oh.
Think about it. Besides, a ghost wouldn't have allowed you to walk away.
That does make sense. Huh. Why didn't Paimon think of that?
I believe there are only two, but if you had really been cursed, then you would probably have noticed. So, this...
But why would she want to... Maybe she was trying to get us to quit so she could claim the Test of Courage prizes. Oh. Probably not. So why does she want to scare us? Do you have any ideas, Hazel?
Based solely on... But this evidence alone... Though, my intuition... Have you found any leads yet?
Yeah, some tree branches...
I see. Aside from the bent... If only there was some more conclusive evidence.
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, it's you. We heard you were out searching for clues. Oh, that's really brave of you.
Actually, we're also really unsure about... We just asked the member that lady is either a nasty, evil spirit or but we...
We long admired the friendship which is why we want, even though our...
The Chinju Forest covers a large area. Welcome to the team.
Don't worry, we're very... Look what I found down by the river! Huh? What is it?
Is it a scrap of... shade cloth?
Yeah. There's a rough tear in the...
Branches?
Suppose that when the shade cloth was removed, either she didn't care...
But why would she...
I'm only speculating. Maybe she used it to create the atmosphere you would... Let's not worry about that. Next, I'd like to...
Oh, I know the way. I asked the gang members...
Good. Please lead the way. Let's go find out what's going on.
This is the place. They claim that
We saw the very same thing.
Let's start by taking a look around the area. Just as...
I found some sort of... The inside of it looks... Judging from the brother... There's some strange powder in the... I picked some up and...
I believe we're closing in. I'm almost certain that the woman she possesses no extraordinary powers. She was mere...
Some small...
First and foremost, you were initially... Because you were already... That's when she pulled...
So, it was all just...
She tricked us!
There is, however, still one... That couldn't have been a She can only use...
Whoa, that...
If we rule out the potential, I know who the woman is.
We'll come along...
No. You should go back and tell the others not the truth has surfaced.
Okay. But if you run into any danger...
There shouldn't be any danger now. Let's search along the cliffside. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a chunk of earth that's unlike the others.
I knew it. I knew that you would come find me here.
There she is. Paimon thought you were a Yotsu. Who are you? And why did...
I have already warned you never to speak to me. If you don't leave now, then...
She's terrifying! Hazel, it sure doesn't seem like she's using any power.
Don't move. Just trust me. Your yokai power won't scare us. It will only hasten your demise.
Yokai power?
Huh? How did you know?
You're a yokai that emerged from an object and assumed a human form outside of your own body. When this type of yokai, and if the original body is destroyed, then the yokai that originated from it will likewise perish. Should I refer to you as a Hogoita spirit or Tsukumogami?
Don't bother. You may call me Hanyuda Chizuru.
Chizuru, why do you want... If you're a yokai, you should understand why the other yokai want to interact with humans. Besides, we had a great time playing Akitsu Yugen together, didn't we?
Yes. That's why. That's why I don't want you to be sad.
Sad? What do you...
I'm sure the yokai have already told you of the story about but they don't actually know The samurai was about 25 years old when they met at the festival. They met again 10 years later and remained friends. They spent time together drinking, traveling, and sparring. When they had first met, they merely respected each other, but 10 years later, they became best friends. After another decade, the samurai had reached the pinnacle of his swordsmanship and won their duel by a narrow margin. Kamai was so astonished by his defeat, he gave up drinking and began training to become stronger for their next duel. However, another 10 years later, Kamai did not meet the samurai. As it turned out, war had broken out in the south, and the samurai had gone to defend the border. Kamai was unconcerned, because 10 years was nothing in a yokai's lifetime. But when they met once again, Kamai discovered that the samurai was already 65 years old. He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the samurai's gray hair and scars covering his body.
Hey, old friend. Can you still wield the sword?
I'm getting too old to fight. This time, I've come to say goodbye.
I see. Then, how about one last game of Akitsu Hazara?
All right.
The samurai gave his best effort during the game, but had to quit halfway through because he was too weak. After putting down his Agoita, Kamai remained silent for a long time before letting out a long sigh.
What a shame.
Their friendship started as something they looked forward to. Lord Kamai's appeal. People often say, we yokai, when the dream, even a wise and seasoned yokai like Kamai, felt sadness when it was time to say good.
Oh.
So,
I was hiding, but those 3 yokai came and set up the Akitsu Yugin. I didn't want that.
is that why you pretend? Oh.
My power has, but that jerk was greedy. He wanted to steal the decorations from Akitsu Yugin and sell them for a profit. That's why I used my
Ah, so that's what happened. By the way,
It's okay if you don't want to tell us. Your true form is this pair of Hagoita, isn't it?
Hagoita?
The pair of Hagoita used by Kamai and the human samurai to play Akitsu Hazu. You gradually developed sentience after being influenced by great yokai power. You were the closest to witness their story, even with the yokai power's blessing. And
Excellent work. You figured it all out. Congratulations, little ones. You've passed the 3rd round of...
Miko?
I apologize for causing you concern. Because fear is induced by uncertainty, the more...
So you're the one
Hitomi, go tell the others that the test of courage has ended.
now that I've solved the mystery, I'm going back to meet with my client. The intent to steal is not exactly a serious... I'll see you two later.
Miko, did you choose the Hagoita for the...
Miko, lady,
I followed Kitsune Saigu around the Mikawa flower. That was when I saw...
I remember.
I went for a stroll. Though your power was weak, I was still able to find you. You were sitting... I overheard you telling yourself that you must be patient and avoid contact with humans.
Huh? When was that?
With your powers being so diminished, it was... You must have been blaming yourself.
At the time, after they said their... Lady Yae, you are a well-known yokai. You must people meet, become friends. Is it really worth...
Why not?
I felt happy.
But your rationality... It turns out that the...
What do you mean?
True, but it is believed that 500 years ago, Kamai and Tominaga fought side by side until their final moment.
Oh,
We yokai are not... However, there's no reason to be upset by this.
Hey, compadres!
Ito, what are you doing here?
I even know who the ghost... Hey, you're that fox lady. Why are you... Right. All right, listen up. To celebrate the end of the Test of Courage event, we will be... I gave it some real thought and realized that it might be kind of... That's right. Arataki, the one and only Ito, will be in charge of organizing...
Hooray for Ito!
Oh,
Can we really trust this guy with a festival?
Hey, what you trying to say? Everyone's busy getting ready and the festival will be up...
You're the best, Ito!
and what would a festival be without me? I'll be sure to go have a look, too. It has been some time since I've attended...
Paimon's gotta admit, eat a festival, delicious food. Count Paimon in!
all right, I'll...
Looks like the festival has started. Let's go check it out. Ito and Goro, what are you two talking about?
Oh, I was just saying that if...
Fishing?
Take it from an expert, using your hands to catch. Just the other day,
That's an unusual...
Huh?
Oh, you bet I did. I wrote to the that...
Huh. What a coincidence.
You mean the letter was about dealing with a giant fish they caught? No. Could it be? Could it be That there's someone as good at fishing as I am? Oh, not on my watch. Hey, you all go enjoy the festival. Just you wait. I'll be inviting you all to my fish feast.
Aw, Yoimiya, this is more difficult than it looks. Can you really fish out these water balloons with a string?
Don't worry. Let me show you a little trick. Just remember that your hand has to be quick.
Yo-Yo Tsuri! Paimon see this game in some light now.
Do you want to give it a shot?
Oh, it looks kinda tricky. Paimon will let the traveler try.
But Yoimiya, if I close one eye, I won't be able to see anything.
This ramen is so good. You mean you don't get to eat ramen very often, Ayaka? But it's...
Oh, it's you. We'll need 2 more bowls of ramen, please. Food like ramen and hot pot tend to have a lot of oil and salt, so I don't...
Oh.
Yeah, now Paimon...
Huh?
Oh, please.
Phew, I'm stuffed and feeling a little sleepy.
By the way, were there any special
Yes, but... well, it's a long story.
Paimon can't believe you couldn't get a single water balloon. You've gotten rest. Chizuru managed to finally get one and gave it to Hitotsume.
He looked like he really wanted it.
But Paimon wanted...
All right, then I'll catch one for...
Yay!
Come on now, this is way more expensive than usual. Even if it is a festival, you shouldn't hike up the—
Hey now, it costs money to run a stall. I need to raise my prices to help cover the expenses.
Fair enough. How about 5 masks for 30% off?
All right, all right.
It's so hot. Feels like I'm
Don't get too close. It's better to keep a few steps.
I know. It's just so rare to see such a nice bonfire. I want to...
There are many beautiful things in the world. There's no need to be anxious.
I was surprised that you didn't even tell your sister.
It would have been uninteresting had I told her what was going to happen ahead of time. Besides, with her friends by her side...
Everything went according to plan.
Hey, you two, stop laughing! It was scary!
Have you finished exploring the festival? Well then, are you...
Yeah, it's...
The original Mikawa, because it's always...
Yes.
Well then, I'm guessing...
What did you want to say?
It's not that I know...
Traveler, do you have a moment? All right, here will do. Thank you for agreeing. Actually, I was delighted. I was a yokai. I wanted to go to more festivals. But every evening, as night began to set in, I'd recall the bitter smile of the old samurai as he set down the hagoi. Then I would wonder, if I became friends with a human, would that... As a result, I was convinced that I couldn't do it. I told myself, I'm sorry that I spoke so strangely when we first... I expected you to flee. I knew you mistook me as one... Perhaps it's because I've always or perhaps it was because I knew I didn't have much time left, and I didn't want to be alone. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to... When we played at the time, however, you still came and found me. Let me think. Okay. I wish that every day of your journey ahead will be filled with joy, like a festival.
Body and mind. Off we go! Body and mind.
Adventure time! We go! Adventure time!
we go! Adventure time! We go! We go! Adventure time!
You